Hey folks, it's Nova with Sori Not Sori News, and today we're talking about a case that's been rattling a lot of us. Not just in Nova Scotia, but across the country. It's the mysterious disappearance of two little kids, Lily and Jack Sullivan, 6 and 4 years old, two siblings who vanished just like that into thin air. We're now about 6 weeks in, 6 long, heavy weeks, since they were last seen at their home on Gairloch Road in rural Pictou County, May 2nd. That's the day everything changed. Now, I know we all joke about how Canadian mysteries usually involve maple syrup or missing moose, but this one's real, this one's serious, and this one is just plain heartbreaking. So, what do we know? That morning, the parents were in the bedroom with the baby. Lily, the older sister, was walking in and out of the room. Jack was hanging out in the kitchen. And then, boom, silence. At some point, the sliding back door opened. The kids were gone. And not just wandered off for a minute kind of gone. We're talking vanished, no trace, like someone hit a glitch in the Matrix. Now, let me just pause for a second to ask, why is it always the quiet doors that cause the most chaos? Like I can't open a cabinet at 2 a.m. without it sounding like I summoned a demon. But these kids had a sliding door so quiet it could sneak up on a ninja. Anyway, 10 a.m., the 911 call goes out. The RCMP respond fast, and credit where it's due. They didn't treat it like some kid wandered off incident. They went full scale. We're talking the major crime unit, search and rescue, forensics, dive teams, drones, foot patrol, even underwater recovery specialists. That's the "we're not messing around" package. Over the next few days and weeks, more than 180 tips came in from the public. The RCMP formally interviewed around 35 people, neighbors, relatives, folks in town. They brought in cadaver dogs. They searched the water, the woods, and even did a grid search of nearby properties. One thing that stood out? No sign of those kids, no shoes, no clothing, no disturbances, no witnesses, not even a muddy footprint. At one point, people were hopeful. Maybe they just got lost, maybe they're hiding in a shed, maybe it's a misunderstanding, but hope started turning into confusion, then worry, and now frustration. The terrain out there is tough. It's heavily wooded. There are swampy areas, rocky trails, and even some old logging roads, but 6 weeks of searching and still nothing. The RCMP confirmed that surveillance video placed the kids with family the day before, May 1st. So that part's real, but the rest, still foggy. And this whole time, the family's been under a microscope. The stepdad, Daniel Martel, even went on the record pleading for people to stop attacking the kid's mom online. I mean, the internet loves a conspiracy theory, but sometimes people go from concerned citizen to keyboard Sherlock way too fast. He said they're grieving, they're scared, and they're exhausted. And frankly, that should be enough. Now, let's talk about the community, because this is the part that gets me every time. Volunteers from across Nova Scotia have been showing up. Some drove hours just to walk muddy trails and comb thick brush. On May 18th, over 115 people joined the renewed search. Just a few days ago, 75 more showed up for another push. And let's not forget the aerial drones. That is until a geomagnetic storm and strong winds literally grounded them. Like even the weather is like, "Oh, you're trying to help? Let me make that harder." But despite that, they keep going. These searchers, these neighbors, these total strangers, they're showing up because they care, because two kids are out there, and because this could happen to anyone. As for the RCMP, they said just this week that they're fully engaged and continuing to follow every lead. But they also admitted, and this hurts to say, that there's been no new evidence, no signs of foul play, but also nothing to rule it out. And that limbo is what's breaking people. It's like staring at a locked door and being told the key exists. Somewhere. Maybe. So what's next? Well, the police are asking people in the area to review any photos or footage from May 1st and 2nd, especially around Lansdowne Station and New Glasgow. Dash cams, trail cams, doorbells, old Instagram stories. You never know what might be sitting in your phone gallery, just waiting to be useful. Because sometimes the thing that cracks a case wide open isn't some dramatic reveal, it's a blurry timestamp in the corner of a clip someone almost deleted. So here's the ask. If you know something, say something. And if you don't, then share this story. Keep these kids' faces out there. Lily and Jack didn't just disappear from a map. They disappeared from a family, from a school, from a community, and they deserve more than silence. And for those following along who've been feeling helpless, you're not. You're part of this. Every share, every conversation, every fresh pair of eyes, it matters. Look, I wish I could end this episode with a resolution. I wish I could tell you they were found safe or there's been a major break, but that's not the reality today. What I can say is this: Nova Scotians are resilient. Canadians are relentless. And hope? Hope is a noisy little thing. It sticks around even when you try to shut it out. So from all of us here at Sori Not Sori News, we're sending strength to the family, respect to the search teams, and a little shade to those sliding doors that are just too quiet for their own good. Stay kind, stay sharp, and keep your eyes and your cameras open.